Hey guys, I just started a new podcast with my friend Jaren O'Driscoll for the Stone Coalition. It's called the Stone Coalition Podcast, where we are going to be talking about all things as it relates to the kingdom of God as spoken of by Daniel chapter 2. We talk about what that kingdom is. We talk about the players that are going to be involved in the establishment of that kingdom, the redemption of Zion, all that kind of stuff. And we're also talking about the state of the nation. What does it look like today? Are we in a state of iniquity? Because if so, are we going to be led into captivity as the scriptures prophesy? I would say yes and yes. So I want you guys to go help me out. We just barely started a new channel. It's called the Stone Coalition Podcast. I've got a link of it in the description underneath for you to go and take a look. Do me a favor and subscribe to that channel. We're going to be posting new episodes every single week on Fridays. And subscribe and share it to as many people as you possibly can to help us grow it as quickly as possible. I really appreciate this work that we're going to be doing. I appreciate Jaren O'Driscoll for being a co-host and helping me get this message out. It's really hard for me to just kind of get in front of a camera and ramble like this. And so doing this for an entire episode of a podcast just wasn't realistic. And so it's nice to have somebody to bounce ideas off of and to have this discussion with. And he asks really good questions and we get we get into it. We really get into the scriptures. That's one of the things that I think is most interesting about the show is we read scriptures and all of the stuff that we talk about is right from the scriptures. Okay. So if you're interested in learning more about this, if you want to be a part of this movement, please do me a favor, go over, check out the Stone Coalition Podcast on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Also, we are available wherever you get podcasts, whether it's Apple or Spotify or wherever you go. We're streaming on all platforms, so feel free to subscribe to those as well and be on the lookout for new episodes. We have 3 episodes. The third is going to be launching in tomorrow, actually, and so probably by the time you've watched this video it will have been launched. And so 3 episodes. The first one is about who Israel is, and I think that that's a really important question for us to ask today because we're kind of getting it from all directions where we're conditioned to believe that the nation state of Israel is the one that is spoken of in the Bible. And we dive into the scriptures to see if that's the case. In that same episode, we also talk quite a bit about the covenant as it relates to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob being Israel, by the way. And so we get into that. In episode 2, we talk about the state of the nation. We talk about the covenant on the land. What is the covenant on the land? What are the 4 blessings that are associated? And what are the cursings if we break that covenant? And has America broken that covenant? We get into all of that as well. Really good stuff there. The third episode, we are talking about specifically the wars of the nation. Are we at war? Is America at war? Or is it going to be at war? And what will that look like? We go into Section 87, which is specifically about the wars on this American continent. A little bit of a teaser on that one. A lot of people think the Section 87 is about the Civil War. The reality is only the first 3 verses, actually it's only the first verse and the third verse that actually have anything to do with the Civil War. Everything else does not talk about the Civil War. We clarify that common misunderstanding. And that's going to be relevant for both members and non-members who use Section 87 against us to prove that Joseph Smith is a false prophet. So that's actually a really interesting episode. I can't wait for that one to launch. So be on the lookout for that and much more. Like I said, every week we're doing a new episode and they all launch on Friday. And we're pretty excited about it. So I hope you will join us over there. Go and like and share and subscribe and help us and grow this movement to build the kingdom of God, because it is the kingdom of God or nothing.